Hello everyone, and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. So, I haven't quite finished dealing with all my junk. Still have some stuff left. I actually kind of ran out of things I wanted to buy, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, still have a bunch of stuff to sell, and I've identified all the items. I haven't really looked at most of them yet, so I thought that might be interesting to do that together, so we can, find out if there's anything good among it. I did learn some new spells for Jahan. I got immune to burning. I think that might be good for Brachus Rex. And also summon Ice Elemental. I don't know, that might be handy for whatever. I don't know, I just got it because, it might be useful. Don't think I got anything new for Bear Daughter. She's kind of low on skills, but I don't know, I haven't come across anything I really want to teach her. And I don't know. Maybe I'll teach her some spells of some kind eventually. I don't know. She has a lot of action points per turn, so I could actually give her some expensive spells and that wouldn't hurt her too much. Right, I don't think there's anything new on Charm. I did give her some new skills. Actually, Small Fireball I can sell. I found that from one of the fights earlier, last episode actually. Piercing Ice Shard. You know what? Might as well. Summon Undead Warrior because. Oh, I need more Witchcraft. Okay, might do that then. Flare, I already know that skill and I don't need Fire Magic on anyone else. And I can do Fire Surface. I cannot. Okay, so I would need to improve my Witchcraft and my Pyrokinetic. Pyrokinetic and Witchcraft. And I have just enough points to do that, so let's do it. I don't know if I'm going to end up using these skills, but, at least I have the option now. Okay, now let's look at these items I found. Okay, anything that's two-handed is really just going to be sold, because I don't have anyone using those. Two-handed physical weapons, that is. Staffs are two-handed, and I do use those. One-handed sword, the only one who might be using those is Strange. Same goes for one-handed Morningstar, and two-handed axes also go to him because he's going to carry all the heavy stuff that I want to sell. What do we have here? Fatal Metal Air Staff of the Magus? Magus. Let's go with Magus. 18 to 44 damage. Yeah. That's going to go to Jahan. I have a legendary staff for Charm, but Jahan can definitely use some better stuff. Sadly, neither of these are really better than the bow I currently use, so I'm just hoping that the fire damage isn't going to come back and bite me soon.
Come on, you chickens.
Yeah, I think Brachus Rex might have a problem with fire damage as well, as in be immune to it, or somewhat immune anyway. So I'm just going to put the tough longbow on instead of the one that deals fire damage, just to be on the safe side. This appears to be a spear. I don't want to use that. Armor rating 7, perception plus 1. It's better than what I currently have. Except it could break, but I can repair it, so that's okay. Armor rating... no, it's not as good. I don't know if the perception bonus is very useful. I think this might be better though, giving perception plus 1, yeah. And then this can be sold. Standard armor, I don't need dexterity armor. Let's compare that. Nah, the hit point bonus isn't worth that much to me. Okay, let's look at this. Strength 8, immunity to fear might be possibly interesting, but I don't think there's going to be much issue with that, actually. Intelligence, fire resistance, and water resistance. What are you currently wearing? Just dexterity and water resistance, so actually that might be an improvement. Let's see. Yeah, I think you can do without dexterity, so let's equip these instead, and those can be sold then. Shields will go to Strange at any rate. Water resistance, telekinesis, perception, and Lawmaster. I already have Lawmaster on both my rings, don't I? So I guess perception. I don't know if she needs it. Let's see what perception does. Affect your critical chance, initiative, starting action points in combat, ability to detect traps, and accuracy when shooting. So actually, perception might not be too bad. I'm going to give this to Strange, not because of the bonus to Lawmaster. He doesn't have any use for that, but it improves initiative, it says. And he's always kind of late taking his turn. Often a bunch of enemies are before him, and I want to change that, so that's somewhat useful. The others are kind of useless, so I'm just going to give them to Jahan, who currently has no rings, so better than nothing, right? Shield Specialist, Lockpicking. It's obviously going to go to Strange. Yeah, that's just a plain improvement. Do they actually give armor rating? They do not. Makes sense in a way. I guess a belt doesn't really help much protecting you. And Shield Specialist is useless for everyone else. Two-handed +1 and poison resistance +15%. Still better than nothing. Nice cracked leather boots. Bartering +1. Okay, that's a no-brainer. He's usually the one doing my selling stuff, so yeah. Where is personality bartering? Does that say... Okay, just determines haggling skill. It doesn't say if there's a direct... I don't know, it might be that I have to... I've explained that before, but it might not have a direct effect on prices. It might just make it more likely that a merchant is going to accept a deal that's not in his favor. Currently, if I offer items worth 1,000 gold, and the merchants offer... Well, if I offer a trade where my items are worth 1 gold less than what the merchant has, he's usually not going to accept. I've not seen them accept ever. So it might be that the higher my barter skill, the more likely he is to accept a deal that's kind of bad for him. So he might give me items worth 1,000 gold for my items which are in total only worth 900 gold. Stuff like that. It might be that way, or it might just be a plain bonus to my selling prices and a sort of decrease in buying prices from merchants. I don't know. Two-handed and telekinesis. What does Strange currently have? Just dexterity +1. Okay, so I'm going to give these to Strange because he can pick up stuff from further away using the telekinesis buff. And dexterity +1 might be interesting. I don't know, damage is currently 57 to 98. It goes down a fair bit. Yeah. My offensive and defensive rating goes up, but my damage goes down, so she doesn't have... I don't have much trouble with her hit rate, it's kind of good, so I'm guessing I'll just do this. And what do you currently have? Pretty much nothing, so that's again a no-brainer. Okay, let's look at this one-handed stuff. 38 to 65. That's actually somewhat better. It doesn't have the chance to knock down, but I've rarely seen that actually work. It's not unbreakable. I'm definitely going to keep the clobbering time, just in case I need to break down a door that, you know, takes a while. So I guess I'm going to equip this for my main weapon now, but I'm keeping the clobbering time. Shields. Currently, one I have is fairly lousy. Sorry, I hope that yawn wasn't too, you know, annoying. Yeah, I think I'm going with this. It has 20 fire resistance, which might be 20% fire resistance, which might actually be helpful for the fight coming up against Brachus Rex. But before we do that, we will have to endure a bit of a loading time to get to the end of time. Because last time we apparently unlocked a new section to our homestead, which this place is. It's kind of... It very much reminds me of Chrono Trigger. Where you also had that end of time place, which was sort of your central hub, I guess. Okay. Welcome back, welcome back. Exciting things have happened since last you passed through. Such as? Oh, I've been able to wrestle a couple of words out of our dearest Weaver. Very gratifying after the ignominious silent treatment. But much more importantly, another portal has come to life. I sense a presence behind it, and as you can imagine, I'm curious as custard to find out what that presence is. The honor of doing so, however, is all yours.
Bye for now, but only for now.
Okay, let's do the observatory. We've been there before. Inactive portal. So which one has turned on? Inactive. To the Forbidden Zone? It's forbidden, I'm not meant to go there. Up here appears to be to the first garden. Wow. Don't think I'm meant to go there yet. I can't see which portal is activated and where that portal is, so... Back here, maybe? Doesn't tell me anything. Is this active now? Doesn't look approachable. Let's see if I can't find it. Okay, these are all inactive. So the only one that didn't say inactive portal was the one that said to the Forbidden Zone. One of these two. And that's also one that's actually apparently clickable. So I'll just quick save and then see if going there does anything terrible. Refuses to work. Well, that's interesting. So let's see if anything happens up here. I really don't know exactly how this place works yet. See, here we have an inactive portal that appears to be fire themed, an earth themed one. This one's probably ice themed, and that one's air. Airy. And then we have the last chest. It's also very ominous. Oh, look, that portal to the Hall of Heroes. Fair enough, the goblin actually kind of showed our way. Zigzags. Zigzags.
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
Look, we've got a person. I think we can hire these guys as followers, as companions. You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this.
The Guardians. He won't believe me, the fiend. They have come. As I
Cup at the end of time. I just want to know if these are worth anything.
Is there still hope?
Only valuable at the end of time. Okay, fair enough. You know what? That's okay. John Smithen.
Well, hello there.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger? A stealthy pickpocket? Take your pick of my swords for hire. Okay, let's see who's available, I guess. Of course, Chief, but maybe you ought to get rid of some of your old ones first. Never does well to sour one batch inside of the others. Okay.
Until we meet again.
So I think here, if we didn't have a full party already, or if we got rid of one of our party members, which I currently don't really intend to do, we could sort of buy generic recruits to, I guess, expand our abilities. I also seem to recall that there's a chest here. Somewhere in this... Is that not an interactive object things that just kind of randomly there? Nope, it's not. It's empty though. Oh well. I don't know where. I think with this expansion to the homestead there was some room where we could change our appearance, but can't find it. So let's head back to the homestead hall, see if the goblin has anything new to say.
I haven't the foggiest, but the eerie bit is that she seems to know us.
You've completed the Hall of Heroes. If you dismiss your companions, they will come here to rest. That's cool. So if I tell Jahan to, you know, go away, he will actually appear here and I can rehire him. That's cool. It's really cool. Zigzags, anything new to say?
Me, oh my, it's you!
Okay, do you know anything about the White Witch? I mean, isn't he sort of the historian of everything, so he might be knowledgeable about things? Ah, you know, the White Witch of Lucala Forest, is it? Lovely woman, her. Can't imagine her getting caught up in affairs of the source, though, let alone murder. But if she has, I fear she may be in grave danger indeed. Do look for her in the woods, won't you? It'd be such a shame if something untoward were to happen to her. Okay.
Bye for now, but only for now.
Okay, let's talk about the rooms I've discovered here at the end of times. Threads I weave and tales I see, all will I tell. I met a strange woman in one of the other rooms. Do you know who she is? She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows you, she has wronged you. Perhaps you have wronged her. She is part of the end, though she longs to be part of endlessness. Okay. I discovered a great hall beyond one of the portals. Can you tell me more about it? The threads tell me that once, oh how many eons lie hidden in so small a word, once you strode across that hall in shining armor, a sovereign to all who beheld your might. I can clearly read that armies you have led, demons and dragons you have conquered, that you have ascended. But how can this be now that you stand before me a human, or mortal? How far has your soul fled from the being it used to be? New threads, more threads we need. Okay. Since this is the end of time, technically, the thing that they consider to be in the past might technically still be in our future. So, walking through those halls, leading armies and being in shining armor and all that, might still happen to us later, basically. I don't know if that makes much sense to you, but it sort of does make some kind of sense to me, which, you know, that's all that matters. Anyway, I think maybe we have to defeat Brachus Rex to unlock that location. I know somewhere in this place there's eventually going to be an option to change our appearance, but I don't know. Considering how many inactive portals there still are, and that I've only just unlocked one of them, basically, this game might still hold a lot to discover for me. I've only, in my private playthrough, I've only cleared the first area, basically. So the whole area around Cyseal. Which reminds me, let's go to Cyseal. I guess northwest. I apologize for the yawning, it's not actually early in the morning, and I did have a good night's sleep, it just, I don't know, I'm yawning a bit. Happens, I guess. Okay, I pretty much discovered everything here. There's a little bit left here and a little bit left here. I think I'm actually okay with that, so let's head to the old church instead. I really don't know if I'm...
By a panel of stony-faced gods.
Actually... This guy here...
The sights, the sounds, the chaos.
He spoke of a cat that he was once companioned with. Not in the Firefly sense of the word, though. And we do know a cat that was on a ship, and that sort of managed to survive, even though the ship sank. So... let's see if we can find that cat. Unsinkable Sam. He kind of did get together with his cat love person cat. With the mayor's cat, so I don't know if they are going to be found in here now or not. Can't see them, but I don't know, maybe he's back in the yeah, he might be back at the inn.
See-through armor? Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom? Sergeant again! Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things... no.
Shame the dialogue cut out, but it was still kind of funny. Knight in see-through armor. That's... yeah.
Not in the mood for cheese? An excuse.
Okay, is Unsinkable Sam here? Because I kind of want to talk to him. He appears to be. Ah, I have to suppress a sneeze right now. That's annoying.
Well, hello there. Until we meet again.
Oh yeah, I'm going to need someone who can speak to animals. So...
my friend returns.
my purveyor of happiness, Maxine and I always rejoice at the mere sight of you. So... you did used to be called Oscar. Wait, what can I ask about Maxine? We are married, my friend, can you believe it? Oh, how blissfully happy we are. Legions of litters we'll have, she and I. There'll be tiny Sams and mini Maxines on every roof and in every garden of Sicil. Frolicking felines, what a feeling. You used to be called Oscar, didn't you? Oscar, you say? I haven't been called Oscar in ages. Boy, does that bring back memories. It's the name of the name the ship's cook gave me when I was but a kitten. I remember him rewarding me with bacon every time I caught another rat. And I remember listening to a fellow called Ebenezer, who used to tell me the wildest stories. Okay, so what can you tell me about Ebenezer? A strange bird, that one. Used to indulge in every pleasure of life like there was no tomorrow. No tomorrow. Guess there was no tomorrow for him to come. Come to think of it. He would talk everyone's ears off about the delights of fine dining, his fascination with new fashions, about the elation of lovemaking, and so on and so forth. To me, though, never suspecting his revelations would be stored in my mind, he'd whisper of the shadow sides of his indulgent character. Fine dining, yes, on human flesh even. New fashions, sure, even if they meant the annihilation of a species for its hides. Lovemaking indeed, but sometimes the girls were very young and suffered delicate tortures. Some died in his special chambers, but would still be used. A strange bird, as I'm sure you'd agree. If he were a bit smaller, I might have caught him like I would a sparrow, and rid the world of his hidden evils. Okay, so... yeah... fine dining, fair enough, but he's a cannibal. Fine clothing, fair enough, but he's sort of exterminating species. And lovemaking, fine, but he seems to apparently also torture young girls for his lovemaking things, which...
until we meet again.
It's not quite so nice. Let's head to the old church, I guess. And I think I may have enough time for one more attempt at Brachus Rex this episode. And if that fails, I will basically do what I've also done in Blackguards. I will make a cut. You know, and the beginning of next episode will be at a point where I have pretty much almost succeeded with a fight. Ebenezer, I would like to talk to you about the things you've done.
Well, hello there.
I've heard about your sick past. What do you have to say for yourself? How could you... Those are lies. It was the ultimate pleasure. How could I hang back if there were even rarer, even more exquisite elations to pursue? How could I let any morsel of satisfaction go untasted in this brief mortal coil? Surely now you understand why I could never submit myself to the judgment awaiting me at the gates of the Hall of Echoes. No, no. I prefer to remain here for an eternity with a few of my senses, a few of my more delectable memories, than risk being cast into hell. No, I think for the things he's done, he might well deserve some punishment, so... yeah. If he stays here, his past will haunt him forever. At the Hall of Echoes, he may find a way to make up for his terrible deeds. Agreed. Ebenezer will not enjoy the judgment he faces, but crimes of such horrors demand penance. Is that so? Is that what you really believe, Source Hunter? Well, forget divine judgment. I say we judge each other here and now. The better of us stays, the worse be damned.
Until we meet again.
If you absolutely insist. Let's go back to... buffing? Oh, shame. Claudia is still quicker than Strange, but that's okay. Now don't hit spacebar because the turn's going to be ended automatically. Okay, you can... ricochet. Noink, noink. That's good. Hit everyone you could. Hey, summon Ice Elemental. Just because I can and I currently don't need to heal anyone. Thing, let me have a look at it. Huh. I mean, I'd like to see what it looks like from the front, but what I've seen so far looks cool. Hey, it can even do a piercing knife shard. Cool. And what about the attack damage? No complaints? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let's see what she does. Freezing gust kind of thing. That's not too bad. Now what I'll do is move right here. And... does this only hit enemies? It does say it only hits enemies, and it appears that my allies are within range but not affected, so that's cool. So that went well. The Undead Scourge, we got past the force field and found a dying Thaleron, okay. Source Hunter's Journey, we found another Star Zone, Hall of Heroes, we can send our companions there to rest, okay, that's cool. Find the Witch, Legionnaires will, Legionnaires at the church. I think I might actually go back to... oh, cool. Bunch of stuff. I might go back to... I'll take my leave, thank you. No need to talk to you if you don't have anything you need to say. I might go back to... the Legionnaire headquarter guy, Aureus. Seal Northgate, I believe. Yeah, there's nothing closer, sadly, so that'll be a bit of walking. The disadvantage is that it means I don't have much time left in this episode. What I'll do is I'll probably just, at the beginning of next episode, I'll take you back to the Brachus Rex fight at a point where I'm confident that I can win it, basically. Because it's going to be fairly boring according to... I found two... well, I've read 2 guides on it. There's bound to be a lot more. But they all said it's going to involve a lot of quick saving and quick loading. So I don't want to put you through all that. I hope that's okay. You're going to possibly miss a bunch of, you know, quick save, quick load stuff. But you will definitely see the end of the fight. Whatever shape that may take. Yeah, you're not losing any story. You're just kind of losing boring and repetitive... doing the same fight over and over again. Okay, now I've killed the twins by fire joint. Let's see. Okay, let's discuss the old church. The pox be upon everyone in this bloody town. How many more soldiers must I lose to save this peasant-ridden port? So the legionnaires that headed for the church are all dead, you say? Or rather, undead. Okay, I've read through this before. Let's change the subject.
Until we meet again.
take my leave. Now, it apparently updated my journal. Okay, that quest is done now. That's cool. We are close-ish to level ups, but not close enough. I think that we'll get that before Sizable Church, before the actual boss fight. And I don't think we're close enough that we get there during the boss fight either. So I guess what I'll do is yeah, we're at about an episode length, so that's good. I will, yeah, next episode you will see me basically having won the fight. I'm going to just assume that's okay with you. I mean, if anyone had trouble with it, they could have said so. But yeah, it seems like the substantially more convenient option. Everyone who's here is kind of dead, or I mean, you know, Theleron is dead, and Councillor Jake has teleported out, I believe. So Brachus Rex is somewhere in here. We'll deal with him next time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.